with our reporter Je-Seung Lee, who's in our newsroom.
Our news reporter Je-Seung Lee has more.
One of my colleagues, Je-Seung Lee.
Je-Seung Lee has more.
Probably to prevent young men from leaving the country so that they can be called up to fight for the army to contain these insurgencies going on.
I think that will be exactly what we see. This has really galvanized the public. This has made people angry to come out to the streets.
So in the last few hours, the Thai Prime Minister Seta Thavisin and police officials held a press conference at this hotel where they found these 6 bodies. Now, as you've mentioned, the Thai police were able to find what they call suspicious substances in these glasses.
Now, just briefly, how is deepfake pornography made? Well, perpetrators are thought to be using social media to look for images of people's faces. So this has stoked widespread fear amongst the public in South Korea, with many
that's why President Joko Widodo, who you can see here inspecting a rice paddy in central Java province, has told army officers to take advantage of this wet condition and aid with the planting efforts known as the Korean War. So they know the horrors of war. So they sympathize with ordinary Ukrainians having to go through this horrible period of time. It's also the biggest sporting event that China has hosted in more than a decade. That's because in terms of the scale of the event, it's actually bigger than the Winter Olympic Games that was hosted in the capital city, Beijing, last year. There's growing criticism actually in South Korea as to why the officials didn't act sooner to restrict access to this tunnel, an underground roadway, when the country has been experiencing 3 days of torrential rain causing flooding and landslides. And the major theme park in the city of Osaka, as you can see in this map, is being closed for safety reasons. Now, the storm, which is expected to slightly weaken as it approaches Japan, a contingency plan has been put into action in South Korea, with all scouts taking part in this year's World Scout Jamboree being evacuated early from the campsite because of an incoming storm. Now, the train was scheduled to launch 4 years ago, but was delayed due to the pandemic and other construction issues, which led to the cost of it ballooning from less than $5 billion to more than $7 billion. Now, the train is built by China and it's funded by a consortium of Indonesian and Chinese state firms. And it's an ambitious venture for both countries.
Everyone's stopping by your desk today, Jay, because I think we all think you look a little bit younger, a bit more youthful today.
Well, Lucy, being Korean myself, I don't only feel younger, but I actually am younger because, as we've heard, South Korea has decided to abolish their own Korean counting age system.
Je-Seung Lee, thank you very much.